Welcome back to the Chammy, the only Chammy where vampires will love you forever. Doing live paid readings tonight, general, in-depth, and twin flame readings. If you are interested, please let me know. Doing free questions on, law of attraction, law of assumption, life and love in general. If you'd like to win a free tarot card reading, please check out the bottom of the description. And if you subscribe and leave a comment on any video this month, your name will get into the Magic Greek Hat, and I will announce the winner on June 1st. Hey, Cottonfly, welcome back to the Chammy. Were you here for the last one that I did? Like the one that I just ended 5 minutes ago? Okay, so I'll tell you what I discovered today. So I went to go do a live about 4:45 because 4:30 to 5:30 for me has been a good time in the past. And I went and noticed that there was a stream that was scheduled. And I'm like, that's weird. I keep seeing this stream getting like it's the only option I have to add to the end of these live videos. So I was like, I think that I will click on it and check it out. It actually literally told me that it was a live stream here on YouTube on my channel that was scheduled to go live. And check this out. December 31st, 7 p.m. 1969. December 31st, 1969. So I actually did this on the last live. I went and looked at and tried to do a live from the phone. It wouldn't even give me a calendar that would go that far back. I got on another page to see if I could schedule another live while live, which it would let me do. Wouldn't let me go back to even tomorrow to pick as a date. And I've literally deleted it 10 times. It will not fucking delete. In fact, if I press edit, will it let me add it again to the end of this? Yeah, it will. Stormy Blue live stream, upcoming event. It's so weird. I have a screenshot of it and everything. So I'm just going to add it because it's there to add. I'm going to save it. Yeah, it's... I don't know. Whose birthday is December 31st, 1969? God. Wow. So on December 31st, 1969, the number one song was Someday We'll Be Together. I took a picture of December 31st, 1969. You can create a stream. It says enter May 22nd, 2023 or later. So I can't even go backwards if I wanted to try to create a stream So I thought, why is this happening? Like, did I go back? Did I go into the future and do this? Did I do this in the past? Did I do this in the past? So I find it in the future. It's pretty strange. Someday we'll be together, Diana Ross and the Supremes. Hey, Lito. Welcome to December 31st, 1969. Let's see if I can get this screenshot up here. Is it going to show? That's terrible. There it is. December 31st, 1969. Like, how? So weird. So weird. So I don't know what it means. But obviously it doesn't have a meaning, I guess, until I give it a meaning. Maybe it has something to do with the sun. I mean, my mom used to sing it to me, but I'm just not sure. How's your day been, Lito? What about you, Can't Fly? Um, let me see. Hey, Mystic Yahaira. How are you tonight? Thanks so much for asking. I'm doing good. I hope you're doing good. We were just talking about how weird I thought it was that I found an actual stream on my channel that was set to go live on December 31st, 1969 at 7 p.m. And it's just not possible to do that. I don't even know how. How is it humanly possible? Um, let's see how old my dad was in 1969. So my dad would have been about 20, and he would have been in the Army cotton fly. So today's been kind of slow, um, but progressive emotionally. Thank you so much for your donation. So, do you need a reading, someone to talk to tonight, or do you need both? What's going on? What is like the most important thing for you to know or understand what's going on? You wanted to know if Christina talked to Frankie behind your back. Let's see what you need to know about that right now. Feel free to ask any other questions. Let's see what Spirit needs you to know about the feelings that you're having about this. Okay, so you want to know if Christina talked to Frankie behind your back, and then you want to know if Christina's a good friend or not. You know, just remember, whatever the cards say, you are the operant power. You are the beautiful creator of your journey. Hold on, let me put my dog real quick. Let you cross the path. I'm sorry, little man. Thanks for the patience. Spirit, what does Mystic need to know about this information on their mind? What does Mystic need to know about Christina and Frankie? Spirit, is Christina a good friend for Mystic? Spirit says not that card. So more about the communication with Christina. FRONTiN. It looks like it's always been their destiny to communicate in this Wheel of Fortune. I don't think this card is necessarily saying anything about their communication regarding it being behind your back as much as it's saying that their conversations are more or less filled with stuff about that which does serve them instead of stuff that might hurt you. I think the conversations that they are having about you are ones that are definitely more dreamy, more caring, more loving thoughts. Um, I don't think these people even feel like there should be any reason to not be in a good vortex with each other, especially when this card's all about having fun. Um, the strength behind that which serves you in your friendships, in your time of having fun, exploring life, exploring each other. Um, One reason it could be feeling, this card could be coming up, which is a card that's really about feeling kind of stabby in this Ten of Swords, is because some people in this situation might really not know what they want in this Seven of Cups. I mean, they think they know what they want. They think they have this cup of love. They know what they want, but they're still just not sure what they really, really, truly want. They might be feeding themselves a lot of they might be feeding their own selves privately in their minds, negative banter, not really realizing their strengths in this. This is Blanche from the Golden Girls. This is the only devil card I have in any of my decks. I have a lot of decks. The reason I keep her in this deck is because I feel that she does embody, I feel this devil embodies a card that says, we're here to have fun. We're here to treat ourselves well. We're here to love ourselves a little extra more so we can love others better. Well, yeah. And, back to, once again, this. Their conversations are more about their dreams and their aspirations and good things in life. But once again, you know, they might have everyday intrusive thoughts about themselves and others, but it doesn't really mean that they're wanting to cause confusion either. They just don't, these people just, they're just everyday people. Um, they want the rewards in life in this Four of Wands. They want that for you as well. Um, you make these people feel amazing in this moon card. Let me read what you said. Well, there's no gossip cards. Maybe she's telling her own gossip about her own love life. Um, but it is their destiny to communicate. But the only thing they're really communicating about is thoughts and feelings that serve them both and others, honestly. Um, really, the only darker thoughts they're having are about themselves. in their lives. So we have a few more cards. I'm going to get my Oracle deck. See if there's any like direct messages that Spirit has for you in regards to this. Spirit, any direct messages for Mystic that you could bring through in regards to these questions and these answers? Miracle Mile. See what else Spirit has to say. Spirit says not those cards. Some pretty good cards. So Miracle Mile, it's like Spirit saying, we've been creating some wonderful things together here, Mystic. Love and light, shadow and hate. What are you reflecting in the reality mirror? What do you want to see in your 3D? Are you putting yourself first? Spirit says, Spirit's watching you, watching over you. Also saying, be your own inner compass here. You're co-creating with your creator. Turn your back on that shadow and that hate. You don't need that stuff. Spirit's working on miracles with you. You know what they are. You know what you want. It's already yours. You don't even have to believe in it. Just knowing that it's done. Anything is possible. There are miracles everywhere. It just depends on how you see them. Yes, and the way you manifest good things is by turning your back on, once again, feelings and emotions that don't serve you. Because look, here's the card that didn't, the Spirit said not this card. Justice. If you can give it to yourself, you're not ready to give it to yourself, maybe? I think that you are after this reading. I think that there is no, I'm going to pull a Yoda on you, Stormtrooper. There's no things such as try, okay? There's only do. You wouldn't try to pick up a pencil, right? I mean, you could try with your toes if that's all you have, yes. But somehow, whether you picked it up with your head and shoulders, knees and toes, even your teeth or your nose, you would still do it. So give it to yourself, okay? Someone's saying something about you that you don't like or you think they are. No, it's just not the truth. And they'll see it. They'll see that. They'll change their minds. Okay? If I sat around all day thinking about the nimwits and the people who, I mean, God forbid, who knows what they say? I mean, who cares? What matters is how you feel about yourself. You know who you are, who you're going to be when you get to the end of it. Because there's always room for improvement. And being the master manifester in your life, knowing that you co-create with your creator is the best part. Cards can't do it for you. They can only tell you what you need to know and help guide you. It's up to you to take the advice. It's up to you to do the work. So I feel like Spirit saying with these few cards here, putting yourself first, staying on your pedestal, staying where you want with, if you're feeling a bit off today, okay, well, I know I don't want to feel off, so what can I do to make myself feel a little bit more stable? And if that's going and doing a cartwheel or going for a walk or, eating a healthy snack or all of that, or come to get a tarot card reading too, that's okay. But make sure that you don't get too addicted and everything in moderation. Even wanting to be in the knowing of what you want to know, because you already know. I hope somehow this reading has helped you. Please keep me updated. I'm here for you. If you have any questions about this reading, feel free to ask. If you want to ask any questions about law of assumption, law of attraction, relationships, life in general, feel free. If you can't think of any questions right now, that's fine. You can always email me later at gypsyqueencardreader@gmail.com if you happen to think of any questions about this reading. That's just the Chet Baker album I'm listening to. Oh, probably something Greek. Definitely. Definitely something Greek. Definitely. I don't know how Frankie's doing. Well, let's ask, but also, how are you viewing Frankie? You don't have to tell me. I want you to ask that yourself so that you can marinate on that a little bit, because usually how you're feeling viewing somebody, 99.9% of the time when you guys are not separate, y'all are probably feeling the same way about each other. Let's how they're feeling or viewing you. Let's see what this oracle cards say really quick. Wow. Only you will know what this means. I hope somehow that helps. That could be more confusing. Ah, if I was you, I would be like, man, I'm so confused. Like, so keep me updated. Yes, like a wish. Yes. So really think about, I told this to a client earlier. I often like to tell this to people. It's kind of like an Amazon shopping spree. Just you can take things that come in the cart, and you can take things out of the cart. So how do you want them to view you? Do you want them to view you as the most beautiful woman in the world that they're writing poems about, or adding your character to their movie or story or their song? Or do you want to be the ogre? Do you want to be the negative Nancy? Do you want to be the boogeyman? It's up to you who you want to be in your 3D reality and how you want to show up to them. But it's also up to you how they show up to you as well. Hey, Ramya, how are you? Welcome to the channel. So, yeah. I'm feeling, just a little bit of anxiety because I have to have an ultrasound. He thinks it's just something that's as simple as like just freaking ulcer. It's probably been caused by taking with stress and taking too much ibuprofen. So I have not taken anything like that in 2 weeks. I've only been on the medication that was prescribed to me to help me heal the ulcer. He feels like it's just something just as simple as that. But just to make sure that I'm a-okay, I'm going to go ahead and do an ultrasound of my gallbladder just to make sure there's no stones and make sure everything's okay. But more than likely, everything is okay. Um, I could have had a gallbladder attack, because of an allergy or my diet. Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, no Chinese food, but I don't eat it regularly, so it doesn't matter. Um, After eating such little to no fat in my diet, eating it just kind of doesn't agree with me. But there's just been so much stress, so the stress. I'm sorry, guys. I get really stressed out, and I don't do drugs. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love a French martini on New Year's Eve. Um, I know a good beer or two. I know how to drink under the table, but it's just not something that I'm enthusiastic about doing. Not really. Drinking is okay, but it's like I would rather, if I'm gonna eat some sugar or something like that, I'm gonna definitely put it into something like cheesecake. I get that one chance to eat something fattening with sugar in it, that one chance in that 1 month, then it's gonna be cheesecake. So it's not gonna be a Starbucks. It's not gonna be um, it's not gonna be a grape soda. Hey James, how are you tonight? Welcome to the Chammy. So so yeah, that's where we're at currently. When are you doing Scorpio? I have no idea what you're talking about. Do you mean like you want me to do like some readings or something for Scorpio in general? Is that what you're asking? Bad acting. Both of them. Both of them. Well, there's a lot here. There's a lot going on here at the channel. Sure. Yeah, we can chat about astrology if you like. And usually we just listen to jazz music and chat. Sorry, I'm dyslexic. All I read was that was not fit. That's not fairy. And then I saw y'all know my zodiac. Sorry. It's an ice pack, but it's just not in the freezer right now. Don't put that on the dog. I saw this hilarious thing about crabs today about how temperamental they are and how they eat their young. Yes, attacking the darkness with my magic missile. No, I don't get mad. My dogs get mad though. They get mad when they go outside and there's no goose to hunt. My dad and I are good. Thanks for asking. We're just hanging out, listening to Chet Baker, watching some Cowboys on the TV. We were watching wrestling, but it's off now, unfortunately. The only one that has milkers around here is the poor dog. Oh, James. Not much pisses me off. Poor little girl. All her life just bred like a dog. But now she's free. She's free, Ruby. Tonight, I'm just doing paid tarot readings. We're talking about, law of attraction, law of assumption, life in general. Sometimes we don't ever do tarot readings. We just kind of chat about nothing. Hey, Liz. Welcome to the Chammy. Welcome back, honey. Elon Muskrat is our bodyguard. Our recovering bodyguard. How are you feeling today, by the way, Jeremy? I hope that you're recovering well. I went to the doctor today. They want to see my guts. I mean, they think my guts are okay, but they still want to see them. So I was like, okay. All right. So hopefully tomorrow, no more. I think I just need to quit stressing out so much and keep taking my medication and see if I can heal up here. Well, it's not free energy updates tonight. I'm sorry, James. I'm doing paid readings only tonight. But I do a collective message for everybody at the end of the night. So at some point I will be pulling a card for everyone who's here with us now. So, since you're here, Jeremy, I'll just tell you today I found a live stream on my channel that was created for December 31st, 1969. So, what's really strange about that is that you cannot do that. Not on the mobile, not even on the laptop. We tried it. I tried it here with Liz in the chat. And I tried to delete it 10 times. And I can't delete it. It's really weird. So I don't know if I don't know, maybe at some point the universe has shifted. I just can't explain it. St. James. I know, right? So let me show you. See how it says December 31st. Sorry, I was trumpets a little bit. No, everybody always thinks that artist is, but he's not. He's from Ohio. And he's just some white guy named Chet Baker. Sorry about the alarm. Yeah, it's really weird. It's 11:11. Make a wish. Totally freaked out by that whole December 31st, 1969 thing. It's just so weird. Well, I've been adding it to the end of my lives. So what happens when you watch the end of the live? Because it's supposed to go to that scheduled live, and I can't delete it. It's so weird. I mean, it quite literally was asking me if I wanted to go live and telling me it was December 31st, 1969. Shit's haunted.
Incoming call.
Hey, how are you tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks so much for asking. So, do you need someone to talk to tonight, or do you just need a reading?
Oh no, no, I'm really content with myself. Or I just start praising God because I found doing that a lot. So no, I needed a reading. I probably shouldn't want to know something like this, but I hate when people say that, like, oh, why would you want to know, especially if this person hurt you or made you feel sad? Why would you want to know if they're going to come and apologize? I think that's normal human behavior. So that's why I want to know. Yeah, he hurt me, but I do want to know, do he have intentions on apologizing? Do he feel bad for what he did, considering the fact I never wronged him ever before in my life?
Okay, cool. Let's see what you need to know about that right now. Yes, with this Queen of Wands, very passionate here about this. Okay, so you are right in following your inner compass and that energy. Now, what was the next question?
Basically, I'm trying to figure out, like, do this person have intentions on ever owning up and saying
Yes, that's what
sorry?
that's what this Queen of Wands is about. In general, I mean, you could say it's a yes card, but I feel more as a reading, as an answer. They're feeling passionate actually about communicating this to you, and they do have intentions to start off a new story with you by starting with that in this Queen of Wands and this Fool card. Ask and ye shall receive.
Understood, but no, I'm not hoping for like a relationship or anything like that. I want something
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about in general. Okay, this is very just general. These are this Queen of Wands is a very small card compared to the Fool card here, because the Fool card is all about the alpha, the omega, the beginning, the end. There is something about you that is that for them.
What else can you tell me about the way he's thinking about the whole situation and connection in itself?
Okay, let's see what else you need to know about this right now.
I think I'm gonna have a decision, but I think I'm gonna choose new. I don't know why.
Okay,
I just want an apology.
Okay, so you've got an Ace of Swords, a Chariot, and a High Priestess. Spirit's also showing the Star card as the energy behind this. I feel like Spirit's saying, yes, you're going to be very victorious and following your inner compass in this High Priestess, since Spirit's already, co-creating with you, working on things for you behind the scene, and starting movement in something that makes you feel good, that serves you. You are the operant star and the operant energy of your reality in the Star card. You should be starting to look into things that, excite you more and give you more of this feeling like, this is new and I like this. I don't need to be distant. I know who I am, where I'm going, and, where I'm going to be when I get to the end of me. The Star card is showing you that this is,
I wasn't asking about me. I know about me. I was asking him, so what else could you tell me about his outlook on the connection and basically plans behind it?
So you can go back and review this reading once again in case you missed what I just said about that. Okay. And in regards to how he's feeling, what I most need you to know right now is, 99.9% of whatever you're feeling about this person, because you're not separate from them, they're feeling the same thing about you. But I'm going to go ahead and shuffle and get more clarity about that for you right now and what you need to know about that. And you want to know his intentions, correct?
Yeah, just his whole thought about how the thing ended, because the connection never was a relationship; it was just connection. Once again, I never did anything wrong, so I know how I feel and where I'm at. But I just want to know, like, as a normal human being, you don't have regrets to mind about something, doing something wrong, and saying mean things about a person. I just want to know.
He's pretty happy with the change that he's making to become a better person than he used to be. He wants to be the best version of himself in this Sun card. He's really contemplating in this Hermit card who he is, who he wants to show up as. He's working on these small details about himself and his connection with others. Trying to work out what would be like to be the best version of himself. This person often fails to see the good and the bad. You see what I'm saying? Like I don't, at the end of the day, I'm not ready to have to go into a real in-depth thing to see what their limiting beliefs and circumstances are, but I'm pretty sure you already know what they are.
No, I don't.
I'm sorry you don't know that, but the cards are saying that this is the kind of person where they really don't, they have a hard time seeing the good in what is bad in their life. They might have a very difficult time counting their blessings. They might need someone like you to help them, with their own gratitude rant.
You know what's funny? Out of what I asked, that still doesn't explain what his thoughts towards our connection is. That still didn't explain anything.
So once again, we started at the beginning of this reading where he felt passionate about saying sorry to you and how you are. Wow. I've had this person before, and all they do is call to troll and to hurt your feelings. So she's getting blocked immediately because I know her game. She's been blocked before on other accounts. I won't play this game with people. She called me about 6 months ago asking if she should send her child in an Uber to see their father, and did this same game with my head, and I blocked her. Now she's back. So she's just going to get blocked again. She doesn't listen. She didn't come here for a reading. She came here to troll. I just can't. So I'll go ahead and just stay offline for a little while because I know exactly what kind of game that is. And this person has played this with me before. I mean, I just told her at the beginning of the reading that this person felt their connection was the beginning and the end of them. That they are their alpha and omega. I just don't understand where she gets that it still doesn't explain her connection. No one else can give meaning to a connection that you have except for you at the end of the day. Tarot cards can't do it for you. They can't tell you, they can't give more meaning to any more meaning than you could give something. Whether it's a shit you take in the toilet okay? Or a song you write, or a poem you write, or a meal you cook. I can only take so much stupid. Oh, I'm not getting upset for nothing, but this is the same person who called me like 6 months ago asking me if they should send their child in an Uber to school because they don't want them to be 15 minutes late. And then also will self-justify about how smart and intelligent and wonderful of a person they are because they're a Christian and you're not. Like, no, I'm just not the kind of Christian you are. And I know where she's going. She's trying to make me feel like she doesn't like she's not feeling something about this reading. No. She's once again, she's just a troll. And she's a known troll for this where I work. I'm just not playing that game.
The pistol just cold?
Yeah, I'm not playing that game. So I don't know. Is it just me or did it feel like that person kept playing a game with the cards? I clearly stated where he was at with the connection, did I not? And then she's trying to say that I didn't. It didn't explain the connection. Like, okay, whatever. I don't have to ever give her a reading again. Hey, love 1234. How are you, dear? Yeah, I think you're right, Cottonfly. I might even just take a moment to write the call center about her. So God see, that was their username. Be with you in one moment, love 1234. Sorry, guys. I had to note that because I can't even. Thanks so much for your donation, Love1234. Let's go ahead and get into your reading. When I get people like that on the call center, it really freaks me out. It's really uncomfortable. One thing I like a lot about YouTube is that at least I know the people who are donating are genuinely wanting a real tarot reading. Whereas when I'm over there, it could be anybody. So let's go ahead and get into your reading, Love1234. Thank you so much for your patience. I really appreciate it. Spirit, on this first question, how will things go for Love1234 in this next journey and progression with work? Of course, it's going to be great, Love1234. It's going to be something that's going to be more fulfilling. It's going to be something that is definitely going to be filling more of your passions in life. Something that we both know that you have spent a long time working on to manifest and create for yourself. But let's get some clarity from Spirit on that. So we already see that, you've been battered and bruised here, but you know that for the right thing in regards to your next job, you can sacrifice because it's going to make you happier. It's going to leave you with good memories. Spirit says in regards to you visiting abroad again, so there could be some conflict in that Five of Swords. You see the two people standing on the shore abroad, could mean, that's what I'm saying. There could be some kind of conflict that might keep you from it. Some kind of conflict with growth in your communication with something or someone or about something, maybe even with your lover at this time. You might not go without this person on your journey. You may go with them. So in regards to what they might be interested in, as far as what they might be interested in while abroad, they're pretty sensitive when it comes to you. In this Queen of Cups, in this Four of Cups, they don't want to get bored. Like, they don't want to bore you, and they don't want you to feel bored. So let's try to get a little bit more into those feelings for them. I feel like no matter what, they're going to want to keep dating. They're going to want to keep celebrating what you guys have actively going here in this Knight of Swords, which is about being ambitious about each other and staying mentally wealthy and healthy in celebrating what you guys do have in this Three of Cups. Let's see what the energy is towards you at the moment. Let's see what you need to know about that. Their energy towards you is prosperous. They feel blessed to have you. You are the star of their heart. you give them this faith and hope that they aren't finding elsewhere. Let's see what's coming for you this summer, because I feel this has a lot to do with it. You see the sun, you see the ocean behind the house, you see the beautiful clouds. Let's see what's coming for you this summer. Proposals. Proposals of love. Creative proposals. Proposals for creativity and fun in this Page of Cups. So many loving cards, really. I mean, it's awesome. Look, they're interested in doing whatever makes you guys happy, but I'm not sure that they want to go abroad with, I mean, I'm not so certain that going abroad is something that, you know, would be wise right now. There might be some kind of conflict stopping it from happening. It's not saying that they wouldn't want to go abroad with you or wouldn't be interested in doing that while abroad. It's saying there could be some kind of conflict that comes between you guys or you even going abroad. It could be the war. It could be, we could get into that if you want me to ask. It could be just the fact that you guys might feel you might miss each other too much. Yeah. In regards to good things coming, though, this summer, you know, this is, you know, persisting and being victorious with what you want, that which serves you in this relationship. So, you know that whatever the new story is with the new work that you're going to be getting into, this is something that will fulfill you. In regards to going abroad, there might be some kind of conflict. It could be the war. It could be, you know, you guys don't want to be too far from each other for too long. It could be, you know, but you can get through that. Like, you can reject that as well. You know, you could totally change it because you are the opera power. Hey, Molly, welcome back to the channel. Awesome. So happy for you. No, they're only interested in you, love 1, 2, 3, 4. They're not really interested in somebody else, okay? They're worried about you getting bored with them, not the other way around. They have a lot that they want to celebrate with you, share with you, experience with you. So don't start going frosty on yourself in these 4 cups feelings, okay? Because you don't want them to go frosty on you. So do you have any questions about this reading, love 1, 2, 3, 4? Okay, if you can think of any, just email me. Thank you so much for your donation. I really appreciate it. I wish I could just refund this person their money. But I guess I'll take it. The person that I was talking to that made me uncomfortable.
You're so sensitive, like, don't get uncomfortable with these households.
Then that's what it is that there are a lot of assholes on the call center. That's why I appreciate YouTube so much, because at least I know when somebody's buying a reading, they genuinely want an actual reading and some guidance. So you've been having increasing pain? Is it in your ankle, Molly? For a free question, can you give an update on when I'll get a new job? Oh, honey. Honey, you know, love 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, the moment that you start opening up your mind to you already have that new job. Like, you know, I do this a lot. Like, I'm about to upload some of my voiceovers to my backstage, and I'm just like praying, you know, that I'll get some jobs through that ASAP that are worth their weight in gold, so that I can have some gold. You know, so I can have some more moolah to survive. I mean, so I get really caught up in like the when, the where, the how, the why sometimes, and I try to start serving, go back to what I want and start serving that, instead of start driving myself crazy about the when. And I start to feel a lot better, and a lot of things are starting to show up when I get more into that energy of, you know, the right nowness of what I want, and try to stay right here, right now. I think Muskie Rat did leave. You're welcome, Liz. Let me put some music back on. I was not happy by giving that person a reading earlier. On the call center, I just made me very uncomfortable. I know I sound like a big baby, but
Yeah. You just need to get comfortable. You repair. Cannot do it, just quit it. Get comfortable for nothing.
I think you have the job title misunderstood, Dad. I think you have the job title misunderstood. It's tarot card reader, not give them hell reader.
Yes. One said, don't take that bullshit. Told you? Because it's honestly too fast. That's what it is. It is what it is. I'm not changing. That's the way.
Hey, Molly, did the spirit box sessions, or what about you, Liz? Did they wear you out at all, guys? Okay, so that's interesting. Well, the tree outside took all the wires out on the house last night. It, it quite literally sounded like a giant brushed up against the house or farted on it. I'm just glad that nobody was under it. or drove under it. I mean, the tree is still gargantuan, and it lost like the size of a piece of a house or something off of it. And I went outside with the frog prince, and he was like, "Does it smell tornado-y out here?" I'm like, "Yeah, it smells straight up like crack." So I already knew that there had been something going on that wasn't good because I could smell the wires burning from the street, and I could see that they'd been like ripped off the house. And so we went back inside, and we were like, "Wow, like what is happening?" Only to discover the tree had fallen when we went back outside to try to investigate again. Um, it's pretty creepy out there in the graveyard, so I mean, we weren't really sure what to do. No, it wasn't even storming last night, but yet I think there might have been some lightning involved, some heat lightning. I was surprised, very surprised. It's been a strange day. Okay, it's been a strange day. Do I think the ghosts are mad about it? No, no, they love me. They might be mad about me leaving, or upset or pissed off that like my pieces. That's very interesting. It almost felt that way. Um, it is very possible. We do live on a ridge. We do live in Georgia. We do have earthquakes here. To check. We'll have small tremors and they won't talk about it. And no significant confirmed earthquakes or tremors, but still doesn't mean anything. It really did feel like shaking. And I don't know, I don't know, it was so creepy. It was so creepy. It was so creepy. Creepy, creepy. So Molly, I didn't tell you this, but today I was gonna do a live on this channel from my phone. And let me turn this down. And I found a live stream ready to go and scheduled for December 31st, 1969. Ready for me to go live and everything. Like I'd been waiting there since the dawn of time. Hey, Karen, it's paid readings only right now. Do you need a reading or you need a grief counseling session? Or both? But yeah, Karen, I'd love to help you. Yes, I did. Send me a message about this. Oh, I'm sorry, Karen. Well, just take a deep breath. Just keep breathing. It's going to be okay. So yeah, the gargantua tree. I woke up with the lights and the TV on and everything on at 5:11 in the morning, and chainsaws. It was awesome to sleep without. It was awesome to go to sleep without Wi-Fi or cable on. It was great. It was magic. Absolute magic. Really wasn't sure what to do though about the tree. Like I kind of felt bad that I just like went back to bed. I'm such an ass. All I cared about were the animals. So I checked out the tree, made sure there were no crushed animals, and was like, yeah, going back to bed. I'm good. Someone else can call 911. Because last time I called 911, I was like, I think someone's, being slaughtered in my backyard, and they were like, close when it's over. Yeah. Like who does? What kind of gods do that? Which board game is that? Naked Twister? You know, I gotta tease you, Molly. Naked Checkers. So the doctor laughed today when I said, yeah, I talked to a doctor and they said, oh, maybe you're eating too many fatty foods. And I was like, doctor, what is fatty foods? I mean, I wouldn't really call a salad fatty foods. Would you? What about broccoli? What about fish? I think what we had when you came to visit Molly was the most fattening thing I've had all year. You did. They were definitely full of sugar and worth it. I never had them before. Don't know that I'd eat them again. I don't think I'll be eating Dunkaroos again. So that's another one in a million guys you'll never see again. I wonder what other weird things you'll figure out for me to try next. I did like the popcorn. Dunkaroos. Hold on, my dog is. I don't know what's going on. I hope she's not having a seizure. Hey, hey, Ruby, 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 Ruby. Hey, Ruby. Ruby, are you chasing a cookie? Ruby. 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 Hey, Ruby. Ruby, wake up. Ruby, wake up, honey. Wake up. Wake up, mommy doggy. Come here. Are you okay? Honey. What's going on, little fatty one? You was doing all kinds of cartwheels there in the bed. Okay, please breathe. Please breathe, mommy doggy. What is going on? Did you have nightmares? You have dogmares? Come on. It's okay. Come here. Come here, Josie with a J. You okay, Ruby Doo? Come here, Josie. Come on. Come here. You okay? I've not seen her dream like that before. This was really sweet. She does look dazed. You okay? I think she's gonna be okay. Oh my God, that's hilarious. That is very funny. You okay, Ruby Doo? Yeah? Honey. Everybody okay? Oh, you're back. You're sparkling now. Did you get jealous because I was holding baby? Yeah? Oh, big yawns. Everything's fine now. Oh, I need one of those shirts. Puppy kisses. Ruby, you're so sleepy, honey. Oh, but happy. Oh, big yawn. Big yawn. Big puppy yawn. Sometimes Ruby will have tremors, but she hasn't had them in a very long time. Maybe she stopped breathing or something in her sleep. I don't know. Dog, do you have COPD? I know she came from a house of previous smokers that probably did smoke around her. Doctor said, though, her lungs are pretty healthy, though, and that she's pretty healthy. But this dog used to weigh 9 pounds. Yeah, she weighs 6.5. She just looks like she weighs more. You're gonna be okay. We love you so much, Ruby. You just want my hand. I think she looks like in the face. I think she looks like the clown. The original one that Tim Curry played. I think she has this Tim Curry look to her face. She's such a good doggy mommy dog. I'm gonna put her back in her orthopedic bed. I've never seen that dog sleep so good since I got that bed for her. Oh, I love you too. Gypsy, Gene Simmons would be jealous of your tongue. Did you have a nice nap? Yeah, I had to do all these tarot cards without you. So quit sleeping on the job. I was thinking about you doing my energy updates from now, the free ones, yeah. Because you're a child, and I think that you would be able to answer the children's questions much better than me.
Incoming call.
Uh-oh. Oh, God, please don't let it be Godsey. Hi, how are you tonight?
Hi, how are you? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm just going to turn my music down a little bit. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay,
That's
awesome.
Okay. Okay, great. So, I actually want a reading on kind of like just kind of like a not weird, but maybe like a little bit of a heavy topic. So, my love interest, there's this, his past. There was a person that basically had a child with the, well, he's not aware if the child is his or not. The person never really clarified that. So I want to know what you pick up in regards to the situation. Like, I just wanted someone sort of insights, like, what cards come up, or if you're reading the cards, or, but just kind of like, what do you pick up as far as the...
Let's just see what Spirit needs you to. Do you want me to ask what Spirit needs you to know about this person? How about that? Is that what you need to know right now?
Who, about the woman? No, no, it's more if the child.
No, I'm talking about the gentleman.
No, so what the child, if the child is hers.
Oh, you want to know if the child is hers? You'll have to get a paternity test. I'm sorry, that I don't do questions like that.
I understand, but it's more of like a... Alright, I'll take that as you can't do.
I'm not really sure what you're trying to ask. I'm sorry, I'm not. Could you be a little bit more clear? Maybe I'm confused.
Yeah, you are confused. It's just more of, you know what? It's okay. Never agree.
Well, see, once again, it's the same person. So they're gonna get blocked too. Yeah, she wanted me to tell her if the baby was this woman's baby. I'm sorry, but I don't do health questions like that. I just can't even. I mean, it clearly states new love, finding new love, not paternity questions, or, we're not even allowed to answer questions like that. It states it right there on the website. So I don't really understand like how they get that far. It sounded like the same woman that just called that I blocked. Because all you have to do is go make a new email and get another credit card and get another name and get back on the thing. You can even you can even have another credit card even if it's in your name. You know what I mean? And keep making account after account after account.
She's not crazy. Trouble.
Yeah, some people are that sick. Unfortunately. Like, come on. Who calls and asks, I need to know if this baby belongs to this woman? Like, what do you mean? And then turns around and goes, yeah, I knew you wouldn't be able to answer the question. Well, then why fucking call me? Why call?
She can get upset again.
Well, I know I'm getting upset, but it's the fact that it clearly states on the actual website that we can't give them, any kind of, guidance in regards to health and stuff that you really need doctors for. This person needs a doctor, not a psychic.
Stop worrying about it and change the subject.
So they could be coming back because they're another reader at the call center, and they might maybe they're unhappy with the fact that I have 5-star rating and they don't. So, or maybe they don't like it that I'm on the front page more than they are, or maybe they don't like it that I have to be any kind of competition at all. So it's easy to just call me and give me some bullshit reason for $2 to give them a reading, and then I'm at the back of the line and it pushes their account forward to the line to get back on the front page quicker. It's a game. It's a game, and I'm going to find another call center or make my own. I've been planning this whole make my own call center for a while and been wanting to do the call center and give other people an opportunity to make cash as well through it, who I feel might want to do grief counseling or do tarot cards or do that kind of thing. I always try to explain myself when I block someone, but I'm not even going to explain that last one. They'll listen to it themselves and realize that I'm just protecting myself. Because we really can't. It's like people will call and be like, if I take a pregnancy test, what will it say? Or can you tell me if her new boyfriend's dick is bigger than mine? Or can you tell me if my boyfriend's lying about stealing $2,000 and getting kidnapped by the mob? This is stuff that I can't fucking answer. Okay? Call the cops. Call the love doctor. Call the pregnancy doctor. Call your mom. Please don't fucking call me. And they don't give you the opportunity to write your own stuff on your page. So like if I had the opportunity to write what I want on my page where they sell my work, my psychic work, it would definitely be more grief oriented, law of manifestation, law of assumption, law of attraction kind of thing, than helping people find new love or helping people find old love or helping, I feel like I can do that, but I feel I help people do that more through realizing who they are here first. I don't know. I think I made the right choice in telling her she needs a paternity test. Who wastes 5 free minutes of tarot card readings to ask a dumb question like that? Sorry. I mean, I've had actual people ask that question before too at the call center, like, is it his baby? Like, you're going to have to ask him, lady. When they call me and ask if they're cheating, I say right away, you're going to have to ask your partner. Because I know and have seen what this kind of stuff can do to people. And I don't want anything to do with it. I've never been a cheater, and I would never, tell someone to be a cheater. But at the same time, I'm not one to judge. So at the same time, if somebody is cares for, is in love of someone who might be in a relationship or even a marriage, like, that's their business. I'm here to help you through it. I'm not here to judge you because you're having an affair or you're not knowing where your ass is from your head on the situation. But I'm also not going to be the one to tell you something that you really need to ask your partner. You really need to ask your person. And I'll go back to some people I knew online a long time ago. So when I was a little kid, I used to play EverQuest Online Adventures. Okay. And I played Final Fantasy 11. Those were like the 2 games that I was hardcore about and played in game all the time and did a lot of cool stuff with a lot of cool people. And at the same time, I learned a lot about people in general just doing that. And I realized, maybe I just need to get into grief counseling to help more people who I meet who might actually need to find some avenue in just having someone listen, so that they can figure out who they are. But and Molly and I go through a lot of talking about this. Well, yeah. And I knew a couple that was in a group that I would lead raids on, and they met each other on this game. They were never apart on this game. They were good friends with another person that I stayed friends with for years too, even after we didn't play the game. And one day, I asked, what happened to them? Oh, well, so and so got in a relationship with another person online and cheated. And then when so and so found out, so and so killed so and left her dead and pregnant under the bed for weeks. No one could find her. So at the end of the day, it really wasn't the case. It was just shit talk. It was just gossip. It was just something that somebody was passing around that was, and somebody died because of it. So at the end of the day, I try to be so careful when it comes to shit talking, things people say, people ask me questions in cards, and and that's why I also state on my description, this is entertainment, do at your own discretion, blah 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 blah, for their own safety, plus including 988 as the suicide prevention hotline. They don't have that at the call center on my page. I don't have that option to advertise that. Because once again, that would be advertising a different service that would take you away from the platform. So it's like, I can't go over there and tell my clients to come over here because that would be against their terms of service. Now it's different with me doing the call center live on YouTube because A, I'm not giving you their real names. B, I'm not imposing on anyone's privacy by telling you what their names are or where they're at or who they're from. It's my call center. They actually pay me to be there. So go to sleep, honey. I'm sorry he didn't show up. Maybe he will soon. It is pretty late though. Maybe he fell asleep. He probably worked all day. But yeah, I try to steer people in asking for themselves with stuff like that. It's like last week I had a client who was actually trying to convince me that she was in a relationship with somebody or specific person face to face already, but that he had an evil renter who was a witch that had some kind of mind control going over him, and she needed help to break the spell. Only to find out that she lives in a state they're not face to face. Okay, she's blocked on all platforms, but she found a psychic who can help her channel him. But then that psychic suddenly turned into her. She's the one that channels him. Like, it was real weird and creepy, and she almost got him to get on a plane by channeling him to do it and communicating with him. And her friends were helping. Like, what friends? Your imaginary friends. So at the end of the day, I can't feed into some of these people's mental wealth discrepancies. Does that make sense? Like, I can't sit there and go into Twilight Zone with some of these clients. Yeah, and I had to block her too, and then also report her because, once again, it's somebody who's romantically obsessed, who has obviously borderline personality disorder, and doesn't realize that law of assumption and law of attraction doesn't mean that you can be breaking laws and harassing people to the point where they're blocking you. Just like the one that, called me also and said, like, I wonder how many of these are even real. Like, is it the people that I work for testing me? Is it trolls? Is it other readers who are just trying to figure out what's special about my readings? And I have to follow my intuition and what Spirit's telling me to protect my vortex and energy. It's a lot easier for me to do tarot card readings and just block whoever I want and say what I want and do what I want than it is the spirit box. Like, the spirit box I didn't have the orgone generator at all on Thursday, which is a big mistake. I'll never do that again. Well, it's seedy all the way around. Like, they had this thing where if you did a certain amount of promoting them and their business with your face, your time, up to 6 times a day, you would get featured on their YouTube channel. I'm like, okay, let's go see how popular their YouTube channel and their Instagram is. How can I couldn't wrap my head around this. I mean, I've got more views daily, more subscribers, more watch time, more videos. I'm more popular than them on YouTube and Instagram. How are they going to service me by me promoting them and then them promoting me on a barely seen YouTube or Instagram? You see what I'm saying? Like, I just couldn't see myself doing that.
Get away from talking. What are you doing?
I just couldn't. I'm just talking to people on the live about tarot cards and stuff.
Sorry?
I'm talking to Cottonfly and Liz and Molly and whoever's in the chat. But, it is what it is. I have thought of going to several other different call centers, but at the same time, I feel like it would be so much more empowering to make my own. But it would cost so much. Like, I could do one for $500, and then I would do just a one-time fee, and then I would do like a $50 a month upkeep, like pay them $50 a month to upkeep it. But at the same time, that's so ridiculous because I can't have my friends who are international readers be on that line because it's US only. So I thought to myself, well, there's Twilio, there's Google. So I'm still just researching. I mean, I know how to do it, but it would be so much more empowering if I could just do my own call center. It just makes sense. But I'm going to go ahead and, apply for another one. I used to be on another one, but they kind of pissed me off, so I left. And the one that I'm at treats me a lot better about trolls than the last one. So yeah, it is. there's a lot of things I want to do, but it's like there's not having any security in regards to where we're going to be in the next couple months kind of throws me for a loop. But I am going to get in contact with someone tomorrow about a new place. But yeah, those last two readings that came into the call center, they weren't real. Yeah, maybe I should revisit the moving program thing. Let me check it out. Just wasn't sure about, I have to think about my 3 dogs and my peace of mind.